Hey everyone, I've spent the last few weeks out on the water testing a bunch of budget fish finders that claim to do everything the expensive ones do, and honestly, most of them fall short in one big way. The screen gets washed out in sunlight, the sonar images look blurry, and the charts are either outdated or missing key spots. That's why I was excited to try the Lowrance HDS PRO 9 fish finder. It's not cheap, but it's built for serious anglers who don't want to compromise. If you're interested in checking out the product details, the link is in the description below on Amazon. The first thing that stands out about the Lowrance HDS PRO 9 is the 9-inch SolarMax HD touchscreen. I've used fish finders with regular LCD screens before, and even on cloudy days, they can be hard to see. But this one? The SolarMax tech makes colors pop even in direct sunlight, so I could read the display without squinting. The touch response is smooth too, which is great when you're wearing gloves and need to zoom in on a hotspot fast. I found myself using the touchscreen a lot more than I expected, partly because it's just so easy to use, but also because the screen is large enough to see everything clearly, even when you're looking at detailed sonar images or charts. Another feature that really impressed me was the ActiveTarget 2 and 2XL live sonar compatibility. I've used live sonar before, but it usually comes with a lot of lag or blurry images. With this setup, the sonar updates in real time, so I could actually see fish reacting to my lure as I dropped it. That kind of clarity makes a huge difference when you're trying to decide whether to cast or move to the next spot. I was fishing in a spot with a lot of structure, and I could see the fish swimming around the rocks and sunken logs. It was incredible to watch, and it really helped me understand the layout of the lake and where the fish were likely to be hiding. The Active Imaging HD sonar is another game changer. I've used side imaging before, but the HD version here gives you way more detail. You can see structure, baitfish, and even individual fish with way more clarity. I was able to identify a brush pile I'd been fishing blindly for months, and sure enough, that's where the big ones were hiding. The fish reveal feature with sides can also help filter out clutter, so you're not wasting time looking at rocks or weeds. I found that this feature was especially useful in areas with a lot of vegetation or submerged logs, where it can be hard to tell what's a fish and what's just a rock or a stick. One thing I really like about the Lowrance HDS PRO 9 is the preloaded C-Map Discover onboard charts. A lot of fish finders either come with basic charts or make you pay extra for updates. With this one, the charts are already loaded with detailed coastal and inland water maps, including depth contours and structure points. I found a few new spots just by scrolling through the chart and marking them for later. The charts are also easy to update, so you can make sure you have the latest information about the lake or river you're fishing on. The unit is also ready for smartphone integration, which is handy for sharing waypoints with friends or saving your fishing spots to the cloud. I've used apps like Navionics before, but having it all integrated into the fish finder itself saves me from fumbling with my phone while trying to steer the boat. I can just mark a waypoint on the fish finder and it'll automatically sync with my phone, so I can share it with my friends or look at it later when I'm planning my next trip. Now, it's not perfect. The biggest downside is the price. This isn't a casual angler's fish finder. If you're just starting out or only fish a few times a year, you might want to look at something more budget-friendly. The price can be a bit of a barrier, especially for beginners or those who don't fish as often. However, for serious anglers, the cost is worth considering, given the level of performance and features you're getting. Also, since this unit doesn't come with a transducer, you'll need to buy one separately, which adds to the cost. But if you're serious about fishing and want a reliable, high-performance unit, this is worth the investment. I've been using the Lowrance HDS PRO 9 for a few weeks now, and I have to say, it's been a game changer for my fishing trips. Overall, the Lowrance HDS PRO 9 is a solid choice for anyone who wants a fish finder that can keep up with their fishing style. The screen is bright and clear, the sonar is detailed, and the charts are top-notch. If you're tired of cheap fish finders that can't handle real-world conditions, this one's worth checking out. It's a serious investment, but if you're serious about fishing, it's worth every penny. The link is below if you want to take a closer look.